Hello Virgo, this is going to be your May 2019 love reading for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. So some of the messages may or may not resonate. Take what does work for you. And this reading encompasses love in all areas. So just remember that love could be friendship, family, could have something to do with any kind of love situation, a spouse, a lover. Okay, so hello Mark, hello Virgo B. So I'm just going to do this reading here and get this out for you guys. Okay, Virgo, what are the love energies for Virgo for May 2019? Virgo. All right, Virgo. Present position, you have the Devil card, crossed by the Six of Cups. You have the Page of Wands, grounding the reading. In the past, the Fool. Crowning you, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the near future, High Priestess. Look at all this major arcana energy. Okay, position of you and your advice, you have the Page of Swords. Your environment and the person or at least the person that you may be having this reading for, is the Three of Cups. Now let's see. Hopes and fears, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and the outcome is the Queen of Wands with the Hierophant. Okay, so let's see what's going on. So past position, Virgo, you have the Fool. Okay, so before we even start though, let me just pull out what energy of what signs are playing out here. So we have Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, possible fire. I'm just going to go Pisces or Cancer. Just almost everyone's on the board here. So whatever resonates for you, just go with that. If not, we'll just pick up on the energy. Past position is the Fool. Okay. Some type of a risk that was taken in the past, possibly by you or another person, or there was movement, maybe somebody relocated, or there was travel involved in a something to do with someone from your past. Okay, or someone that you were dealing with in the past. You were given a warning of some sort about this risk. You might have received warnings from above or within another major arcana. Okay, the World. This definitely for me has to do with something to do with traveling, or I feel like there was conflict here. There was an energy of, taking a risk and going back to someone, but also moving forward, but still looking back. I feel like something happened where either you or another person were trying to reconnect back in the past, but not really being sure, or somebody walked away from you and you were walking away from them, but still looking back to see where they were going or what they were doing or who they, whatever the energy was. Yeah, I feel like it was like you both parted, but one didn't care, so to speak, and the other one went the other direction because they had no choice, but still looking back and wondering, where'd they go, what are they doing, why are they going, that kind of energy, right? It's just a lot of movement with the World and the Fool card here. Ending a chapter, walking away from each other, but one person not really wanting to. Okay, the present energy though, going into May, you have the Devil card. Okay, there's still an attachment here with this person. Either you're still attached, they're still attached, or you both still feel very attached to each other. The challenge is, do you reconcile or not? Okay, because actually, and this is also in the position of the benefit. So I feel like, Virgo, you and your person will probably revisit each other, or probably, or, you know, possibly come back together sometime in May, or reconnect. There's some type of reconciliation happens here, and I feel that it is really mainly because neither one of you has fully let go. Okay, or one of you has not fully let go and wants to reconcile. I see here with the Page of Wands, there's a desire for communication. Okay, there's this, Virgo, I feel like it's really you. You're enthusiastic about something. You're excited to talk to this person. You feel this is a favorable time for you because the Wheel of Fortune is crowning you to reconnect with this person. And I really feel like the energy that's raining down on this reading coming from above is saying that it is a favorable time for reconciliation to happen, okay, with whomever your person is. So, give me just 1 second here. I want to clarify the Wheel of Fortune because I feel like things are beginning to shift, turn, and change. I don't feel like this cycle, even though the world represents old cycles ending, new cycles beginning, even though something may have physically ended in the past, I don't feel like it really ended for either you or the other person, because you see, she's still looking back. Okay? So, and that's more so internal energy. Physically, there may have been movement. You guys may have come together in the past and then moved separately. You know, went your separate ways in the past, and there's still an energy here of one person still wanting to stay connected. Okay, either you or them. And I know I've already repeated myself here. I just kind of got brought back to that again. So the Wheel of Fortune, yep. See, the Knight of Swords, clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. There's some type of connection that's going to happen here, and there's some type of travel. There's a revisitation of this connection with someone. Okay, going forward in May, we have the High Priestess. So, something comes up. Let's clarify the High Priestess. There's this all-knowing wisdom. I feel like you guys, you and your person are definitely, it's a little bit of a challenge to reconcile for some reason. I feel like because the connection is so strong for you both, that it's like, it's hard to be away from each other. And when you do come back together, it can be a very sexual connection or a very addictive, obsessive quality between the two of you. And it almost feels dangerous in some way. And I feel like when you guys do, the challenge, it's difficult to reconnect because then you both get sucked up into each other again. Okay, but the desire is still there. And I feel like the energy is going to attempt to play out where you guys, you know, reach out to each other. The High Priestess here, deep inside though, okay, deep inside, there is some kind of realization that someone is being, how can I say this? It's unfortunate because the Five of Swords does represent sometimes abusive energy. But I kind of feel like there's a realization that one person may be trying to bulldoze the other. This might be you, recognizing this energy, or it might be the other person, or there's an energy where it's really both of you. I feel like you guys come together, but then there's this intuition that tells you both that there's a fear of each other in some way. Like there's a fear that you might be fearing this person is trying to use you and abuse you, and they're fearing it too. And it's, I have to tell you, Virgo, it's all surrounding this devil energy. There's something toxic about the connection for some of you. For others, just this incredible pull towards each other that it's just so difficult to get away from. Okay. Your advice here, Virgo, with the Page of Swords is to keep your eyes open. The Page of Swords can sometimes be representative of someone who's nasty with their words, like a teenager who's having a very hormonal day and just gets really, pissy or whatever they might, however they might acting. Your advice really is obviously not to do that, but to be truthful with this person and to be ready. Okay, to kind of stand your guard. And I feel like, Virgo, you're a little bit guarded with this person for some reason, probably because of that devil energy. There's an element of suspicion with them, and I feel like they have it too. I want to pull one more card. Look, 7 of Wands, defensive energy. So it's really just telling me, for you, Virgo, you really need to trust your intuition with this person, because your intuition is screaming to you that this person is a bit like railroads you sometimes, or just kind of has this bullying energy, or they take what they want and they get what they want, and then they don't care who they hurt in the process. It's kind of a cocky energy. All right, that's what your intuition is telling you. Now, whether that's true or not remains to be seen, but you, no matter what, it's your intuition, so you have to go, trust that. But your advice here is to, protect yourself, make sure your boundaries are intact with this person. If it's extremely toxic and you're rolling back through this again, you could be involved with someone who's got a very, like a narcissistic personality as well, so you want to be careful with that. Okay, they have the 3 of Cups, so they definitely are wanting a reunion with you. Okay, this is all up in their energy. They're wanting some type of celebration. They want to have fun. The 3 of Cups, they want to communicate about this. This is light, airy energy. This is, I don't want to say light, airy. It's flirty energy. It's fun. Okay, this is where they are at the present time in May. So let me just pull another card for the 3 of Cups. Let's see. Oh, a Tower. So we have Mars energy, Scorpio or Aries. Yeah, I feel like you're going to get communication from this person, Virgo, in May. There's some type of movement. This can also be a very phallus or sexual card. Your person is definitely going in that direction. They do want to go have a good time with you and maybe have like a sexual fun time with you. That seems to be their agenda. Okay. And that's probably why this energy is showing up here. Okay. I don't feel like your person really hides this or will be hiding this. For some reason, you're trying to protect yourself. And I think it's because you're in love with this person. Like, you have very strong feelings for this person. And I do feel that they care about you because of this Cup energy, but I feel like they care about you the same way they care about others at the same time. Like, again, it's very flirty energy. It's celebratory type energy. Okay, let me pull one more card for the Tower. Well, the King of Swords is here. They don't say very much. This is air energy too. They don't really talk very much, but when they do, they kind of, look, I think you know this about this person, that they just kind of like, they're all up in their swords. They're guarded as well. They guard their emotions. And I feel like that's why I'm not really picking up anything deep about them. They definitely guard their emotions. They're kind of cold. They just keep everything surface and shallow. It's how they operate, or at least how they'll be operating in May. Your hopes and fears, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. Virgo, I feel like you really are hoping that they're going to make you a solid offer, okay? Or give you something real and tangible to work with. Like, this is my proof card. This is the card that says, okay, if you're going to make me an offer, it's got to be like the real deal. But you fear that you're not going to get that from them, and I think that you know why you fear this. The outcome is the Queen of Wands, okay? And the Hierophant. So Virgo, some of you might be on the cusp of Leo Virgo. So like August 22nd, 23rd, 24th, somewhere around there. That could be your energy. This is also, I feel like you're really going to stand your, just, you're definitely coming across you're coming across the energy as the Queen of Wands, where you're calm, you're warm, you're in your soft, divine, feminine energy, but you're also, you're popular, you're helping others, you're very intuitive, you're focused very much on having a traditional type of a relationship or a marriage, okay? And I feel like you're going to be all about that at the end of May. You might just make the decision to say, you'll lead this relationship. This is the way it needs to go, okay? Or it doesn't go. For those of you who are dealing with a fire sign, there could be a commitment that comes as well, okay? Or if you're dealing with a Taurus or whomever. I definitely am seeing the energy of a traditional relationship. Let me just pull another clarifying card. Coming as the outset, I'm not exactly sure how you're getting to that, if that comes. I think it might really just be because you are communicating with this person in the most spiritual and truthful way that you possibly can about what you want. Yep. 8 of Pentacles. So I feel like whoever your person is going to be willing to work with you with this situation. I don't really feel there's much in the way of communication here, except for the Knight of Swords and the Page of Wands in the beginning of the month. I feel like you might communicate with your person that this is what you're looking for and what you want, and that they might agree to this, to come and see you. Like you might lay it on the table and say, this is what I want, this is how it's got to go. I feel like they'll probably agree to this, but you're still going to have your guard up about them. And they do want to come and spend and have fun with you and not have it so super serious. Let me just pull. Yeah, see, you will have communication with them about, trying to manifest something new, real, with all of the elements being here, I feel like it's like all or nothing for you. And I feel like you'll have that conversation with them. The outset looks good, though. I feel like this person's going to try to work with you. There might have just been an element of really not seeing what you wanted, Virgo. And I feel like that's what you're going to get when you say to this person, listen, all or nothing. You want to be with me, we have to be in a relationship or something committed or working towards a deeper commitment with this, together. And I feel like they're going to be willing to work on that with you, as long as you're being open and honest with them. Because they, even though they're closed off emotionally, they do prefer truthful communication. That's how they operate. They want to hear the truth. This person you're dealing with, it will be kind of a shock to them, but it's probably about time for you to stand up and say to them what it is that you want and what you need, especially if they're just coming only just to have a good time. So your outcome, it's a couple of different messages here, but the advice really is to stand your ground. Okay, and speak your truth here with this connection, especially if there's a reconciliation. Now let's take a look at the romance angels and we'll see what your love message is here. Straight from the romance angels for Virgo. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Now, some of you are connected to someone where there's reconciliation of a marriage or, connecting to a family member. This energy is going to play out. So for those of you who have a situation like that, I'm picking up healing in this connection. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card for those of you who don't have a situation like that. Okay. Very soon fell out. Decision, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Okay, Virgo? So I think, I can't hold the card up. So I feel like you have to be the one and you have to stand up and you have to say A, B, C, D, or zip out the door. You have to be the one to say this. I feel like the person you're dealing with is just a little flighty or flaky, and they just, they might be vague and and flirty and all that with you because maybe you've been that way because you've been fearing if you say something that you might lose them, but you really don't have them. So what's the loss? What do you really lose? Right? So go ahead, Virgo, for the month of May, make that decision that you need to make. And, so you can get what you want, and if it's not this person, then that means that the door is open for somebody else to come in. Okay. Also, I want to say the Healing Family Issues card as well can go for those of you where it doesn't have anything to do with your family. It can have to do with this toxic relationship that it needs to be healed in order to move forward as well. So some of that energy is playing out for some of you also, where you have to say to this person, we can move forward, but you have got to go to counseling. I mean, if it's a narcissist, then I advise you to just block, block, block. But if that's not the case, you're just not 100% sure, you may need to tell this person, you need to go to counseling, you need to go to rehab, you need to go back to Jesus, H Christ, and figure out your shit, because I'm not going to take you back or commit to anything with you until you get your act together. Okay, so it's like one or the other. All right, that was your reading, Virgo. Lots of fun. I hope that it helped in some way. I'm going to get going. So if you guys would like to get a personal reading from me, click one of the links in the description box below. And I will see you guys maybe later tonight. All right, bye.